to the very first Michael Ball Show. We'll be here to brighten up your summer weekday afternoons with a whole host of things, which will include celebrity guests, a cookery masterclass every day. We've got a dog show with a difference. I'm not joking. There's also a chance to win a very special prize in our brand new competition. And as it's the first show, I might even sing for you as well. Giving. It's all I do. I give. OK, let's get started, shall we? Please welcome today's guests, Katie Price, Les Dennis, Rachel Allen and Kim Woodburn. Look at you lot. The glamour that is show business.
Great.
You well?
We look like we're all in mourning, except for Kim.
yeah, we're all in black. It's the first day, it's the first show for me. Fantastic. So I thought I would ask you of memorable first experiences of something. And for you, Katie... Don't start. But seriously, when was the first time you went and did a glamour shoot and you went topless, and how was it?
Actually, my first modelling shoot was actually part of a man's face. I was body painted. I was part of an eyeball and a bit of a nose, believe it or not. So it was nothing glamorous, really.
But when was the first time you did the proper glamour shoot?
That was for The Sun. I think I was 17. I think you have to be 17 or 18, yeah.
Right. Were you nervous for it? Were you OK with getting everything out?
No, I wasn't so much nervous, because you do it on the beach. You go topless on the beach.
Yeah, sure.
And the way I thought is, you know, how much did I get for that? £90 I used to get for that. And a lot of people used to think you get a lot more money for that, but it's £90. I didn't tell my mum and dad or anyone, and my mum worked in the city then.
You wouldn't open the carriage doors for that now, would you?
God.
But you didn't tell her. How did they find out?
They went mad, and because my brother was at university, his friends ended up having posters of me on their wall, and he never told them I was his sister. So, no, he never did. But, you know,
that's actually a bit
they kept
weird.
saying, oh, I can't believe you're doing it, but it hasn't done me any harm now, has it?
You've done all right, done it?
Yeah.
So, Les, nice to see you.
Hey, mate, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm trying to think of a special... You've had so many firsts.
Yeah.
What's a good first? I think snogging me was a first.
That first day working with you, knowing that I had to sing with you, that was so nerve-wracking. To know that I was going to have to sing with Michael Ball, that was quite scary. Yeah. But I had a first date that was a last date as well once.
Was this post or pre?
Post or pre what?
Divorce. Which divorce? I mean, we can go.
It
was after.
After one of them.
After one of them.
And I met this woman and she said, I'd like to go on a date with you. She said, but I don't want to be in the papers, so we'll meet at a pub I know. So we met at this pub in Fulham, and I then went to the bar to get some drinks, and this voice said, all right there, Les, how you doing, lad? And I went, Scouser. He went, yeah. I said, you're away from home? And he went, yeah, we've just been to watch Fulham play Liverpool, haven't we, lads? And 12 of them came from the other side of the bar and started singing, one Les Dennis. There's only one Les Dennis. Then they started singing, Les is on his first date. Then they sang, one Les Esseltine, which is my real name. Right. And I said, how do you know that? He said, you're a question in a pub quiz on Thursday. So,
meanwhile,
she's gone.
She's gone. Poor girl. You can't blame her.
No, you can't, can you?
I mean, cut to the chase, she wouldn't have stayed.
Who's looking for an excuse?
Oh, right. What about the first time you cooked live?
First time I cooked live was when I was at the cookery school in Ballymaloe in Cork, and I was 18.
Yeah.
And there was an American TV crew going around the place filming, and they stopped at me and started talking to me, and I was like this, and my hands were shaking, and the guy said, so are your recipes really important to you? And I said, yeah, of course, they're really important. And he said, well, yours is on fire. And the paper recipe was just in flames, and they showed it all on American TV. I got a few relatives of ours live over there that said, we saw you cooking and you set your recipe on fire.
Bless you.
That's my first time. Yeah.
What about you, my darling Kim? You look glorious, by the way.
February 25th, 2003.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was taken from cleaning a house. I was a housekeeper in Westerham, cleaning the toilets of a big mansion living in. And I started filming How Clean Is Your House? You know, I just got my old age pension. And I thought, I'm going to be a cleaner till I die. I've got no money. I'll live in forever to get a roof over my head. And suddenly, I'm famous. I thought, this'll do me. It beats work.
I'm just wondering. Have you two seen each other since you were in the jungle?
No, because well, you don't. I don't think that you do unless you happen to go to the same place.
So what was the first night there meeting each other and
Well, no, Katie came.
Well, you'd done it before.
Katie came in a few days later.
That's right.
And we had an idea. It's either going to be Katie or Pamela Anderson. We knew it was one or the other. And I don't know how the heck we knew that. We'd been reading the papers beforehand. And in she walked. So we knew she was coming in.
Did you?
Yeah.
I loved that show.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
What was your first impression of Kim?
Just meeting them all, it was like, because I could hear them when I was walking in, thinking, oh no, what are they, you know, because I'd read some things, what some people have said about me, not that I believe everything I read, I know that. But luckily I saw all these faces and straight away I was like, oh thank God, I feel safe now, because, you know.
And there's that strange thing, isn't there? There's a camaraderie at first, when you go, and then...
I mean, the cameras don't bother me, because I'm used to the cameras, but it was just nice to see all these friendly faces. But no, it was good. It was a good experience, wasn't it?
Do you know what? It's what they say, you don't get any food. Now, generally, you starve. You don't earn the food, you starve. I lost 21 pounds in 3 weeks. Put it back on. It's all back on again. I've got a big corset on. I'm sucking in like mad. No.
Join the club,
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but your bones are hanging out. Look, no. But seriously, I'm glad I did it. Well, weren't you? Do you know what? I know it's not very pleasant in there.
Well, I walked
but what
out,
a thing
so
to
I
do. And I learnt at my age, I said to my husband, Pete, I'm not going to survive, love, because I'm not doing this. And, but I did it, because when you know you've got to feed the gang, when you know you've got to feed the gang, though, it's a different mindset. No, you think, I've got to feed these.
Yeah.
And we did it, didn't we? Mm.
Oh, it's lovely of you all to be here. We'll be hearing more from you all later. But now, let's hear it for Rachel, Katie, Les and Kim. Thanks, Kim. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back in just a sec. Still to come. Right, well, my final guest today needs little introduction. It's the nation's favourite glamour girl. Please welcome Katie Price. This has been released. Katie Price,
yes.
Writing Paradise, your third novel. You don't actually... I mean,
no, it's the fifth novel. It's the third one to Angel, and I do it with Rebecca, who I do my autobiographies
I was
with.
going to take the mickey. I was going to say, you do it in longhand?
Oh, sorry, you could take the mickey if you want.
But this is just a phenomenal success.
Apparently,
I've heard that it's going to be its fourth week at #1 in the bestseller chart.
Yes, but you won't read about that.
Well, we're talking about it.
Yeah, the papers won't say that it's #1. They probably don't even mention it because it's not negative.
Well, you know, what the hell? You're still selling them and you still make the money from them.
Yes.
What took you into this line? I know you, as you say, you don't actually sit down and write them yourselves.
No, I wouldn't
What's the
have time
process
to.
for you?
Basically, how did I start? I started off doing the autobiography. Nobody wanted to sign me up at all. And then John Blake, he said, oh, I'll do your autobiography. He gave me a really small advance because no one thought it would sell. And here I am, that's my 35th book I've got out.
Are they targeted for me? Would I enjoy it?
I'm saying more for ladies and girls, really, because I'm like a girly girl. But I think it's a good read. Well, I'm going to say that, aren't I?
What do you like reading yourself, then?
The last book I read was Men on Death Row. I'm really into...
Nice.
I'm fascinated by the human brain. A lot of people don't know this, but if I could have my dream job, it would be to go into prisons, to get inside people's minds, to know what triggers them off to do, like, different things. I'm really fascinated by the brain.
So you like psychology?
Absolutely. Okay. If I could be a detective, forensic detective or something, I would.
But
really
I don't put it past you to try it, you know? I mean,
I know, I would. If I could, I would do that, definitely.
Oh, you have this whole range of stuff. It's fascinating. I was looking at it. So you've got the books, you have a perfume range, you just brought out kids' clothing
stuff,
range.
Yeah.
You've got a reality cruise strapped to your back most of the time. I mean, they go with you everywhere. It's non-stop. But you've introduced your family into it.
Yeah.
Are you okay with the fact that the kids haven't made a choice, and who knows what's going to happen in years
I get asked that all the time. I haven't done a photo shoot with the kids. I can't remember the last one.
Yeah, but we do see them all the time on the telly. And
the moment they ever turn around and say, I don't want to do it, absolutely fine. Like in my reality show, if they're there, they're there. If they're not, they're not. I don't make my show around the kids. I have too much going on myself. But they are performers. Harvey absolutely loves the cameras.
They do get on very well with Alex, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
He seems nice with the kids, isn't he?
Yeah.
And
But Harvey, he'll only get on with who he wants to get on with. That's just the way he is. And anyone who's got autistic children out there, they're very set in their ways. It doesn't matter who you are. If they don't want to talk to you, they won't. And they're not very sociable. Well, Harvey's not really.
No. So where do you think you'll be in 10 years?
Oh, who knows? I might do Playboy as a, what, a 40, 50-year-old.
I'd buy it.
Hopefully I'll have more children, more
You want more?
products.
You want more kids?
Absolutely, yeah. If not, I'll adopt them. Because when you've had cesareans, you can't have that many children. There's only a certain limit. So if not, there was this thing I saw on telly about 4 years ago about children in Bulgaria, abandoned children.
Yeah.
And I'd like to go out there and adopt a special needs child, only because I know I feel I can cope. I think a lot of people would be scared to do that.
Yeah.
But definitely, yeah.
But will you try and remain in the public eye? Do you enjoy...
Do you know, when people get bored of me, then I'll say, see you later.
Yeah, but
then.
you're canny, you see. You say... I do think that you
I'll do an agency, though. I'll definitely do that, because I know how it all works,
Well, that's the point, but you do know how it works, so you
Yeah.
can think, I know what will work now. I mean, there was a big backlash when, with
Yeah.
Team
But
Pete
I
and
don't
Team...
mind that so much, because it's boring if you read that someone's goody two-shoes all the time. But I did have it pretty bad. But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and complain, because, you know, on the other side, I have got a very good life. So
You
I
look
can't
good
sit
on
and
it as
complain.
well.
Well, it's all the Botox, isn't it? But yeah, I'd take
Does
each
it
day as a
anything
pinch of
move?
salt. Do you
How
know, I
does it
tried
work?
to raise... Are they moving now? I'm trying to raise them
Actually, a
up.
little bit.
Oh, God, I need some more then. I don't want it to move. But, you know, the thing about me, I'm so honest. You know, there's nothing about me that I hide. You know, some people, when they talk about surgery, you're going to have more or not. If I do, I'll let you all know, you know.
Thanks for being the guest on my first
Thank
show,
you,
Kate.
thank you.
Cheers, love. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Cox.
Thank you.
Lovely.